Hello, guys. The only question I was asked on my Instagram was, what am I going to do if I get corona? That is a scary thought because my doctors have told me that if I'm ever to get sick, I'm going to be back on life support. And you have to understand something. With the type of TB I have, which is left-right traumatic brain injury that I sustained from being broadsided at 60 miles an hour, which is having the driver's door slammed on the left side of the driver's wheel, having the driver's door slammed halfway in the middle of the driver's wheel, breaking the bottom left third ribs, and slamming my brain against both sides of the skull. That's not fun. I'm very lucky to have gotten as far as I have, and like I've told you kids, the doctors accredit not only the OSU athletes, but also you students for me being able to recover as well as I have, and being able to continue to be in as good as health as I am right now. But if I get sick or anything else, it's going to be bad. I don't know if the juniors or seniors remember the times I substituted them. When I first started substituting, there was one time when I got sick, and it was the day that I worked, or I didn't work a ball game, but I attended a women's basketball game. I went in to substitute, it was a 9th grade class, and I believe it was, I think it was the literature teacher, and I went into, I was walking, and my left leg just went out on me, and I fell face forward, and I landed completely on my hands. And everybody asked if I was okay, and I said yes, but that's just what happens when I can be completely fine, but mentally I can be completely fine, but physically, it's a whole nother story. My physical doesn't quite keep up with my mental. And so it's a fight and very big struggle for me to keep into everything in order. So I've had to really find a way to keep things together. And a vast majority of times when you kids, even though, yes, it's true, your favorite sub here cannot tell a lie, but damn well sure I can fake it. And what do I mean by fake it? When I say, yes, I'm feeling fine, it means I'm not really going to tell you what's going on, but I will tell the teachers, or I'll tell the administrators that I'm not quite feeling so hot, and that it's not as easy going for me that day. But I don't want you kids to worry about me. So there's been a lot of days that it's like that for me. And so there's some days it's like that. So it's not exactly very fun. So, but the best part about substituting is seeing you kids' smiling faces, because that does cheer me up. And so that's what's been able to keep me in good health and that's what my doctors have said has kept me in good health, is the fact that you guys keep me in a positive attitude. And my doctors have pretty much said that it's the social atmosphere that's going to keep me pretty much being a little social butterfly for me. And not necessarily always being around people, but having people talk to me, not isolating me. And, just letting me know that I matter and that I'm important and everything. So, just doing little things like that. So, that's that on the coronavirus question that I got from a student on Instagram. And so what I'm going to do, unless you guys submit a question or suggestion on the comment down below on YouTube here, or on Instagram, or on my Twitter account, or on my TikTok. Yes, your favorite sub here has TikTok. Yes, I know my baby brother's probably going to want to strangle his big sister, because my baby brother begged his big sister not to get TikTok. Because it was like I think it was like my 38th birthday, he begged me not to get TikTok. And I told him I wouldn't get TikTok, but I got TikTok, and the only reason I got TikTok was because my soon-to-be 9-year-old niece has TikTok, and I wanted to monitor her TikTok, since her parents don't have TikTok, and so her aunt here wants to monitor her TikTok, so I got TikTok. So that's what I'm going to do. And yes, I will post TikTok videos, but they're not going to be goofy ones. They're not going to be like goofy ones like you kids show me. I'm going to show you guys up. And I'll eventually, in the coming days, show you how I'm going to show you up on the TikTok videos and everything. But on what I will get started on the Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, unless I get suggestions or questions and everything, is since you guys like to hear story time, and you like hearing story time from me when I sub, I will tell you guys some stories on me and everything. So, let's see here. Okay, some stories that there's a lot of stories that I've told you guys about prior to my accident. Then right after, try to think of some stuff I haven't told you about necessarily right after. One of the things that I really liked, that was really, really cool, that happened when I was in the hospital, was the fact, and you guys ought to be jealous, because this is like the utmost coolest thing. Okay, now when I was in the hospital, and this is something I really liked yakking to the athletes, and poor Trey Bryant, he hears about it all the time. When I would see him, I'd be yakking about his dad, and all the times when I'd be in rehab and everything. Okay, but anyways, when I'd be in rehab and everything, right after I came out of my coma, I told you guys I was a very big OSU athlete, fan and everything. My cousin Cody and I, we'd be in these big giant bedlam wars and everything. Had these bedlam battles when we were little growing up and everything, and arguments and stuff. And I don't know if we had any arguments over like NBA and stuff, but I know I collected NBA cards and stuff. I know I collected, I don't know what happened to them, but I had NBA cards from the 93 Chicago Bulls season to, I think it was 97 NBA season or something like that. 96 or 97 NBA season. It was one of those seasons. But I know I got the 93 season because I remember I had the 93 first string Chicago Bulls first string staff. I had that all lined out, and I had every season I had the first string staff for Chicago Bulls. And I was a huge Chicago Bulls fan, and I had every lined out. I watched it every season. I could rattle off every score. I could tell you about every Michael Jordan play. I could rattle off every first string Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Tony Kukoc. There was, darn, Dick. His name is like, all right, okay, you know how you have the name at the tip of your tongue, but it's not wanting to come to you. Okay, I got the player's name at the tip of my tongue, and it was, but anyways, when I was at Rose State, I still was able to rattle the names off my first year of college for Chicago Bulls, and I would talk to the OSU or the Rose State basketball team and everything about the Chicago Bulls and everything else. And the one thing that I was constantly watching was seeing which team Bryant Reeves was going to be going to. And I would be always watching, I forgot what it was I would watch on the weekends. That would always talk about the NBA sports plays or whatever, that would have the NBA games and stuff. I was always watching that on the weekends because my parents didn't have cable at the time. I didn't get to watch cable until after I came home from college or from the hospital. It was like my senior year or first year of college that my parents got cable and stuff. But my first year of high school, or first or second year of high school, I was always watching and trying to keep track and trying to figure out where Bryant was going and everything. And then once I figured out, I was always keeping track and everything else. So there was all that going on. And then I was always watching the NBA when it came on TV. And I didn't have cable. So that also really stunk. Because I could only watch it when it came on 4 or 5 or 9 or 25. Whichever channel it came on at the time. So that was that. And I was not a very big fan of football. You only caught me watching NBA. And another big fan I was fan of was Charles Barkley. I was big fans of Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing. Let's see, who else was I a big fan of? Don't remember who I could think of. I know I always rattled their names off when I talked to Bryant Reeves when I saw him after the OSU men's basketball games, back when I was working them and everything, because I would always go talk to him and ask him about the players, because I would always talk to him about the movie Space Jam and everything and make jokes and everything. It was funny. See. that's what I remember about NBA. Another thing that I liked doing sports-wise was watching gymnastics and figure skating. I really loved watching gymnastics and watching Shannon Miller. Trying to think of the, I think it was German figure skater. I think it was German figure skater that won gold or whatever. I think it was Katarina something. I was a big fan of. I think I talked to one of you high schoolers about her, because one of you high schoolers had the same name as Katarina, and because I had talked to you, one of you girls, about it, because you had the same name as her, and I was like, oh, you got the same name as her, and everything. And you knew what I was talking about. So I was a big fan of, there's NBA, figure skating, gymnastics, see what else. I liked swimming. I was a lifeguard. I helped out with my brother's Cub Scouts. I was a Little League cheerleading coach. I always went to their football games, helped out where I could with that. I had a hoot with the Cub Scout camping trips and helping out with that stuff and everything. So those were always fun. See what else. Oh, what else can I remember? See, Cub Scouts. You did tons of babysitting. Did tons of singing specials, teaching Sunday school, helping with Vacation Bible School. That was even before my accident and after. And then also before my accident, I helped out with like the emergency management and stuff with the Halloween stuff they did in town. I helped out with that prior to my accident. Of course, I also remembered one of my kiddos stuck his hand underneath the curtain. And you know who you are if you're watching this. That graduated in 2003 or 4. Stuck his hand underneath the curtain, grabbed my ankle, and yours truly here almost fell on my face. And he did it for the fun of it. Yeah, those were the pranks that my kiddos like to do with me. They're goofballs. Let's see. And that little goofball, besides being football, yeah, he was in Cub Scouts. Let's see. I think he went to Boy Scouts too. If I remember right. My brothers didn't go to Boy Scouts because things got crazy and my parents had to focus more on my rehab and everything. So they only... See, Josh only went to Weeblos, and I don't remember how far Bryce went to. However far... what's the grade for... Whatever 4th grade goes to... That's what... I think that's what... Whatever 4th graders were in, that's what Bryce was in. I don't think he was still in it when he was in 5th grade. So, that is all for right now. I shall do another video for you tomorrow. I'll be posting something up on Instagram, here on YouTube. I'll be posting something on Twitter on my Twitter account at DancingAngel81, on my TikTok, once I figure out how to use it, at AllieMuri8. Still gotta figure out how to use that one too. But the only reason I got that is because my 8-year-old niece has it. And I got that just to monitor her. So that way I can kind of keep an eye on her. So I've got that. But at least you guys can see me do some videos. And I'm not going to do any goofy things. I'm going to outdo you guys. It's not going to be goofy dance videos. It's called, I'm going to outsmart you. See ya. Bye. Miss you guys.